Okay, so I wanted to have a look at what energy you're in at the moment. So the first cards that came out were Patience and Planning, Passion Ignited, and Harmony. So this could be for you if you're someone who has felt some sort of reignition of desire, some sort of call to make a progress forward in something. And this ties with the patience and planning. I feel like you've been patient with something. And all that while that you've been patient, there's been a sense of sort of planning going on as well. Like a thinking through of different opportunities, different pathways, different possibilities. And all of that has led to a desire to get moving forwards. The other card that came out was Harmony. So this, I feel, is all linked to love. This card, number 6, is the Lovers in Tarot. So it's a coming together of a relationship, but also maybe also like some sort of decision has been reached or decided upon, or some sort of action to go towards, which again lines with the Passion Ignited. Almost like you're now in a place where there's this drive to just push forward after all that patience that you've had. You've come to your decision about something or someone, most likely. At the bottom of the pile was emotional loss. So you're coming out of some form of heartache. So this reading will be about you and somebody on your mind. Now this could be potentially somebody new that you're moving on from after having gone through heartache and having that period of patience and planning, and are ready to, have that movement forward with something new. Or it could be a re-beginning, a reignition of something previously, but it's like there's a change, there's a shift in the dynamics in terms of what you've decided. Through all that sort of patience and planning. So let's have a look what other energy is around you at the moment. Okay, so we've got 10 of Cups. Oh wow, this is interesting. And we've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like there's this sense of you've done enough of the patience and planning. And now it's time to take those actions forward. So stop procrastinating about things and to sort of start making movements, not just sitting on the sidelines, thinking, planning, waiting anymore. The 10 of Cups, you've got your happily ever after on your mind. And I feel like this is your drive forwards towards, both with this Passion Ignited and Harmony. It's like that drive is towards your fulfillment. your happily ever after. Now, we had the emotional loss on the bottom of the pile before, and we've got the Five of Pentacles here. So there was a sense that you have felt some kind of loss through most likely this heartbreak. You felt maybe abandoned, or like you just can't find your way. But I feel like you're coming out of that in that sense with this Queen of Cups. You're now walking away from that feeling of lack. You found your emotional depth within yourself. You found that that is sort of what you want, that's sort of around you, and that's what you're driving forward to. That's what you've been patient about and planning. You found this, and that's one of the driving factors to lead you to your Ten of Cups, your fulfillment. It's having an inner fulfillment and love and care and nurturing to bring in all the other areas of that fulfillment. And the Magician. So I'm really feeling a connected energy between this passion ignited and this Magician. And they're both number one. And it's this sense of that finished waiting. You finished the patience and the planning, and you're now alchemizing and transmuting and manifesting, and you're starting to bring it all in because you're clear of what it is that you want. That sense of loss that's more in the background now. Okay. All right, let's see what the person in your mind, what's the energy around them? So Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. So they're trying to let go of something. They're trying to find their way forward, but it's a balancing act. For them, it's about learning how to balance potentially all the things going on with them, all the things on their plate, and wanting to get more information before. It's almost like before a big decision is made. But this Six of Swords, I'm really feeling as a letting go of something in the past, something that may have been holding them back, but something that was hard to let go of. And so as they're moving forward, there's going to have to be some kind of balance for them. Even in their emotions, potentially. But it's like they're still thinking. They're still thinking about their path, their options. They're sort of weighing up the different options, but they know whatever was in the past didn't serve them. Queen of Swords, so trying to find their boundaries, trying to find their truth and clarity. And Ten of Pentacles. So their energy around them at the moment feels like there's a lot of air energy. So they're still, I feel, quite in their minds about things. And it's a process of knowing that something needs to change and they need to move on. And it's finding out what that is. This Ten of Pentacles, I feel, suggests that they know like an ultimate goal. They know an ultimate thing. And that is also, it's a bit like the Ten of Cups in that it's also fulfillment, a sense of abundance and achievement. And whereas this one in your role is much more emotional based. And this one, although emotion is there, but it feels more general based in that, a desire for wealth as well, a desire for sort of connections with community as well. So it's like they're trying to find their way to their Ten of Pentacles. Wherever they were before wasn't serving. And they're trying to find their new path, their right decision. So it feels like your energy is you've had a clarity moment, you've had a realization of what it is you want, and how you might want to go about it. You've been through the feeling of loss, you've been through the patience and planning, and you have more direction almost in what it is that you want and are aiming for. I feel like their energy is a little bit more trying to find the best way forward and the best decision for them. Interestingly, we've got the King of Swords on the bottom for them. So we've got the Page, the Queen, and the King of Swords. So there could be that kind of feels like there could be a point coming up soon where they do hit a point of clarity and a point of movement in strength and boundaries and leadership. All right, what does the universe want you to focus on? Okay, so we've got the Hierophant and the Sun in reverse. Okay, so I'm feeling, because of the energy up here, I'm feeling that this is the universe trying to tell you to not fall into negativity, not deviate from this sort of path that's divinely guided, and which I feel like you're in, particularly with the Magician here. It's like, you know that the universe is there for you. You know how it all works and how you're going to make it work for you. Don't forget that. Don't lose sight of that, because you might still be in a place where, if this person is still on their path and progression of finding what it is that they really want and how to get what they really want, don't lose sight of the progress that you've already made and your connection to source. Don't fall into any negativity or go back into some form of emotional loss. What else? Okay, Devil and Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, be mindful of any sort of, again, I'm just feeling negative thought patterns rather than severe addictions or anything like that. And potentially that was something that you fell into. And maybe with like this Five of Pentacles as well, this idea, this negative thinking or negative self-talk, or something that makes you feel like you want to give up. Be mindful of those things if they start playing again in your mind. Because this new path is here for you. That hand, that divine hand is giving you that pentacle, that new path forward that's grounded, but it might take a while. It's worth it, but it might take a while. All right, let's just quickly get a couple for what does the universe want your person or the person on your mind to know or to work on. Okay, so the Tower. So they've either gone through, going through, or about to go through a Tower moment. And this probably ties in with the Six of Swords, the letting go of something in the past. And all this other, sword energy that they had, this in their minds, whatever they're thinking about and whatever choices and things that are in front of them that they're going over, it's like that's their Tower moment. It's like they need to go through this in order to find the things that create their strong foundation. What else? Page of Wands. So I feel like the universe wants them to start their new, find their desire, find their passion, find what it is that they really want, and start that process. Have some faith in it. Knight of Swords. So for them, all together, we had the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So this is what the universe wants them to know. So I feel like the universe, this card is almost like the universe saying, get a move on. Maybe that you're spending too much time in your mind. Make your decision, find your path. Don't get stuck looping over things, and take action, move forward, choose something, because ultimately it's almost like we can't really make wrong decisions. We can just make decisions that maybe take a different path that might take longer or have other obstacles in the way, but ultimately there isn't a really wrong decision. Okay, and so we've got 5 of Cups on the bottom. So there's this sense that the universe wants them to move away from that sense of loss. And this might be something that they're going over with all this air energy, this mind energy, and what they've moved away from with the 6 of Swords. Stop ruminating and thinking about what it is that's being left behind, or what it is you feel like you might be losing. It's time to come out. It's time to recognize the 2 cups, because there's something still there, and move forward with this as well. Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. So start your path, start your journey, solidify your plan, and move forward. All right, what's the connecting energy? What's the connecting energy between you and this person? So we've got 10 of Wands at the moment. So at the moment, it feels like a burden, a bit overwhelming. But that, I feel, is because there's a sense of too much thinking and planning and trying to work out what to do and what's the right thing. Combined with your energy of like this sort of almost wanting to not fall back into the emotional loss and negativity, and through negative patterns or self-talk. So before things lift fully, there needs to be I think more action potentially on their part. And we've got the Hermit, so that connecting energy between you is still on pause. It's still in reflection. And connecting energy, nothing can move forward if one person, one energy isn't. Do you know what I mean? So like for the connecting energy to move forward, both energies have to be ready to move forward. If falling back into negativity and this devil energy for you, and like losing that idea of connection to source, is something that universe is warning you not to do. Maybe if you still ground more in your Queen of Cups energy and this Magician, and really feel and focus on that so that you don't fall back into this. This might help, that energy in itself might help this person sort of release what's holding them. What else? Okay, so we've got temperance. So what's happening? There is a balance and an alchemizing happening. It's just slow and hard work, but it's happening. And it is divinely inspired. We've got 4 of Wands on the bottom. So union energy. What else is the connecting energy? And King of Wands. Just one more. Okay. And 7 of Wands. It's like there is, I'm almost feeling a sense of like a time bomb, or like there's something simmering and it's boiling, it's there, and it is, there is like this passion and desire and this sense of something, ready for something new, ready for something that's really beautiful, and I'm finding it hard to find the words to describe what I'm sensing and feeling, but it's like it's being held back. It's wanting to come through, it's wanting to break through, but it's almost, it's like it's being held back, not by the universe or the divine, but being held back by these energies that potentially both of you are in. It's like there's not a full letting go, almost like a sense of being a bit stubborn in wanting to let go of that thing that was old, or something about letting go about thoughts about the way things that they thought it should have been. But that alchemizing, that change is happening. It's just stuck. Let's just get one more. We've got Ace of Cups on the bottom. So again, I'm just feeling like this overwhelming sense of like something ready to burst and boil over, but it's being held back. It's feeling like a burden, but it's being held back through some sort of stubbornness. Okay, and 9 of Swords in reverse. So, okay, so that's good, because that sort of indicates that there is some form of progress in coming out of that overthinking and that ruminating. I think that this is work in action. This is something that's going to take a lot of self-fighting, almost overcoming the self in order for that King of Wands energy to break through. So overall, it does feel like it feels a little, I know it seems like it's a little bit all over the place. I feel like there's two energies here that are still working through different things. And there's a desire for things to move forward, but it's still being worked through for both of you. But it's like you're almost there. So that might have resonated with someone. It may not have for many others, but there's a connecting energy between the two of you that is trying to break through and find their path forward together. It's there, it wants to come through. It's just moving through those last little bits. Okay.